trying on Buxom, the Ultimate Party Plumping Lip Set. This runs for $39 if you can't tell. The price is right there on the corner side. It comes with 6 different glosses. 3 of the glosses in this collection are new limited edition glosses that they included. And you also get 2 matte lip liners. So I'm really excited to see, how do they look on? How does it feel on? Is it actually worth the $39 that you're paying for? Is this even a good kind of option to give someone as a Christmas gift, or a little, gift that you want to give to someone, or even a gift for yourself, girl? Or are they going to look actually pigmented, or are they going to all be clear glosses? So I hope you guys enjoyed today's review. As always, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And as always, let's jump on in and try out these lip glosses. Really quickly, I want to mention, you guys, in the back of the packaging, it actually lists the 3 new glosses that they included within this collection. It is Ginger, Noelle, and Belle. I think that's what it's how you pronounce it. It's B-E-L-L-E. And also, these are all mini lip glosses and mini liners. I don't think I mentioned that earlier, so just letting you guys know. And I'll throw in an up-close clip of the back of the packaging as well as the front of the packaging so you guys can see a little bit better of how it looks. Just because with the lights and everything, I feel like it's just going to reflect and look crazy, and I don't want that to happen. So we're going to go ahead and jump on in and swatch the first gloss. And this one is actually called Serena. And so for you guys, they all look like regular Buxom packaging, nothing new or crazy or decorative for this, holiday collection. But that's fine. I don't really mind. It doesn't have to be colorful and out of the world. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch this one in the back of my hand. It does have a doe foot applicator. You guys know how I feel about a doe foot applicator. I love it. And I'm doing a few swatches just to make, the pigmentation really stand out so you guys can see it from, from here. And here it is. This is Serena. So she's like a really nude, shiny gloss, and I really like that. It has definitely a pretty sheen to it. Perfect lip topper, but it's definitely not as pigmented as, other glosses out there on the market. And let's go ahead and take a smell really quickly. Okay, so it does smell really it smells like tangerine, so I really like that. It smells really fruity, but in a good way. So you guys, let's go ahead and try on Serena. Moving on to Ginger. I really like that name, to be honest. It's really quirky and sassy. It reminds me of, wasn't her name Ginger from Gilligan's Island? The redheaded, really pretty one? I don't know. Comment down below if that was her name. I don't remember her name, but I remember Gilligan's Island, and for some reason it reminds me of her. This is basically Ginger, and this one looks a lot like the one we just swatched on earlier. So here is Ginger. It definitely has more of a reddish undertone to it, like a copper undertone. It is really pretty, but definitely has a nice sheen to it. But the pigmentation is kind of light. So these are really nice, everyday, I feel toppers so far. We'll see how the rest are looking once we swatch them on. Hopefully they're a little bit more pigmented. But so far, let's go ahead and try on Ginger. Shade. This one is called Celeste, and you know what, I actually have a friend who her name is Celeste, so I thought this is really funny. This reminds me so much of her. And so for you guys, these past 2 glosses, it definitely has a pretty sheen to it. It has a little bit of glitter specks in it, but it's so finely milled that I don't know if you're gonna see it on camera, but definitely in person you will notice it. But I really like it. It's just really pretty and glossy. Here is Celeste. So far I feel in the viewfinder it's looking really clear. It has a sheen, it has a pinky undertone to it, but it's really light, you guys. But so far they smell delicious. They're gliding on really nicely, and it is very glossy, okay? So you guys, let's try on Celeste. Moving on to Belle. I think that's Belle. Or Bella? No, I think it's Belle because it ends with an E. So don't come for me, okay? So far, just by looking at the packaging, you guys, it looks like this one's going to be a little bit more pigmented. Hopefully it's way more pigmented than the rest of them that we've tried on so far, because I feel like they're all going to kind of look the same. They're all this clear. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch her on the back of my hand. And yes, she is sheer, but she definitely has more of a pretty pigment to it. It is a very, very pretty gloss, you guys. I love this one. I don't know if you're going to see it on camera, but it definitely has like a berry undertone to it, but it also in person has like glitter, and the glitter is kind of like a peachy undertone. It's really pretty and iridescent. So let me show you how she looks. Very pretty. As you can see, very sheer, but not too sheer, but sheer enough, but you can definitely see the pigment more than the rest. So you guys, let's try on Bella. Like a really pretty brown, I would say mauve gloss, and the same thing, it is sheer but definitely more pigmented than the first few that we swatched on. And I'm just laying her on so you guys can really see, you know, how pigmented it looks. But here it is so far. So it has a really pretty undertone to it. I personally really like it. I feel like it is a perfect like everyday gloss, just because it's really neutral, it's not too pigmented, and it's really nice and glossy. So it's gonna make our lips look really, you know, juicy. You can never be mad at that. So you guys, let's go ahead and try on Sugar. Noelle. This is one of the new shades that they included in this collection, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch her on. And so far, just by looking at the little tube of gloss, it looks pink and looks hopefully really pigmented as the last one or as the one before. And yes, you guys, this one is still sheer, but it has a really pretty like bubblegum pink undertone to this gloss, and I personally really like it. I feel like it has glitter, like small glitter specks in it, but it's so finely milled, you guys. You have to really be able to see it in person and really pick it up when you're looking at it in person. I don't think you're gonna see it on camera, that's what I mean. So here it is, a very, very pretty shade and very, very glossy. I will say these glosses, you guys, are pretty thick in the consistency, so keep that in mind. But they are definitely typically moisturizing, so that is something that I will say that I know about Buxom from trying on their products from the past. So you guys, let's go ahead and try on Noelle. To lip liners, girl, and the first one we're gonna go ahead and swatch. This one is called Incognito, and you know, this is kind of not bad for a mini, to be honest. I feel like I never use an entire liner, lip liner, so I feel like this will last me a really long time if I end up really liking it, just because, I don't know, oh, it's thick and chunky too. So this is a pretty thick lip liner, so I don't know how I feel about that. I've never used a lip liner that was like a crayon before, so let me go ahead and show you really quickly, you guys, how it looks. So it's kind of thick, to be honest, thicker than a normal lip liner that I've ever used before. So this reminds me more of a crayon, but I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it in the back of my hand so you guys can see, and it's gliding really nicely. It definitely has a matte finish to it. It is a really pretty nude lip liner. So let me go ahead and swatch it a little bit thicker, or make the swatch a little bit thicker so you guys can see. And here is Incognito. See, isn't it like a pretty everyday lip liner? It's pretty nude, so I really like it. So you guys, let's try on Incognito. This one is called Hush Hush, and I really like that. That's a really cute little name. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this one in the back of my hand, and this is a really pretty shade, you guys. It has a rosy mauve undertone to it, and it's glided on really nicely. It definitely, like the other has a matte finish. Obviously in the collection it mentioned that it comes with 2 matte shades, but you just never know, you know what I mean? They always say like it's a matte shade, and then you try it on and you're like, wait, that's not what you said. So here it is, you guys. Such a pretty rosy undertone. I really like that. And it all has like a perfect like rosy mauve undertone. So I feel like this is perfect for everyday lip colors. So you guys, now let's go ahead and try on Hush Hush. Have tried on every single one of these glosses. Now we're gonna go ahead and talk about them. So to be honest, you guys, I personally really like the lip liners and I really like the glosses. I will say I'm kind of disappointed in the fact that they were all kind of sheer, to be honest. I definitely feel like you're going to be relying a lot on these lip liners to give life to these glosses, just because I think I have Hush Hush on my lips, and then I went in with Serena over it, and it definitely elevated this gloss than what it looked like before. So that is the only thing to keep in mind. I feel like the only 2 glosses that I felt like were really pigmented in this collection were Noelle and Belle, and they were really pretty on. I applied 2 layers of each of them on my lips so we can really see, you know, their full potential, and they were really pretty. But granted, we got 6 glosses. I wish there were the rest. I wish there were 3 that were sheer glosses, and then there were 3 that were really pigmented. Granted, there's 2, so 1 more. And I do love the size of these glosses. I feel like this is a really good size. To be honest, you guys, I'm one of those people that I never finish a gloss. I never finish an entire lip liner. It's very rare. I typically lose them. I forget about it. It gets old and I throw it out. So I love the size of it. I feel like you'll get a lot of use and it'll last you a really long time. And I do love that it comes with a doe foot applicator. You guys know I feel like it just applies so much better than a brush on your lips. Just get an even consistent amount on your lips. As for the lip liner, you guys, even though it's more of like a crayon, it's a thicker type of lip liner pencil, I feel like it was so easy and it glided on so effortlessly on my lips. It's really creamy while still being matte, and I really like that. It felt really powdery on the lips, like I don't have anything on. I don't feel like it enhances creases on my lips, and I really enjoy these lip liners. I feel like they picked really pretty everyday lip liner shades that will complement many skin complexions, so I really loved that. And for $39, is it worth it? I definitely feel like it's worth it. I feel like they definitely did a good job pairing the lip liners with the glosses together, because that's how you're going to elevate them and really enjoy the glosses, just because they all kind of look kind of the same if you just apply them on with a lip liner. Like I feel like these glosses kind of start looking all the same because they're so sheer. That's what I mean. And there's a really pretty shimmery shimmer in these glosses. I feel like you'll definitely see it more in person. I don't think you'll see it on a camera, but I did my best, you guys. But I really do like these glosses. You definitely get a refreshing, plumping effect, and I really like that. You can't be mad at that. And yeah, I feel like this is a really nice Christmas gift to give to someone who maybe might need some glosses, or even for yourself, or if you have a teenage daughter who, you know, would be interested, or maybe someone who likes to keep their makeup application really natural, and you feel like they'll definitely wear this because this is already, you know, it's something that they can apply on and be out the door. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's review. If you guys have any questions, please comment down below, ask away, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Also, please keep in mind that everything I use in today's video will be linked down below in case you guys are interested. I do make a small commission off of those links. And as always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys all in my next video. I love you guys so much. Bye!